All right. Welcome to another edition of Vegas Bad Boys of Podcasting. I'm DJ Impact. I got the Vegas Bad Boys here with me. It's great to see everyone. And welcome to Three Count. Before we get right into it, we never want to assume that those of you that listen to Three Count also listening to Wrestling Talk, although we love that you do so. So just to throw out a reminder. First off, of course, WrestleMania is this weekend. Going to be in Dallas, and us bad boys will be in Dallas too. At least a few of us will. And we're going to check out some indie shows. So if you happen to be at the shows, you see us wearing our shirts, definitely come up and say hello. You know, we love to meet anyone who listens to us, as we've been doing this for a good 4 years. So it would be great to meet you all who may be out there. If you also keep it locked on our social media, we'll kind of let you know our whereabouts and what's happening in the Dallas area. So throw that out there as well. We also won't have our wrestling talk in Three Count next week because, of course, we'll be at the show. But we do have some other shows lined up. We do have our prediction show that should be coming out this week. So stay locked on that. And then this Three Count normally would have had Triple H announcement of his retirement, but we think it's a lot bigger than just to give 10 minutes to it. We want to give a small episode on this announcement, and we're going to record that and hopefully have that beginning of next week. All right. So those are just some programming notes. So with that, let's get right into our Three Count. It's time. Vegas Bad Boys of Podcasting present
1, 2, 3.
Count Talk.
Count Talk, baby.
All right, let's get into Count 1.
1.
And it's from Sportskeeda, titled WWE News Roundup. Top star released despite being promised a push by Vince McMahon. Goldberg's disastrous botch. Baron Corbin in a backstage altercation with former champion. All right, it reads a little bit like this. And it says, that's okay. So number 3 of this, because they named 3 of them. The Undertaker comments on Goldberg almost ending his career in WWE. Says the Undertaker faced Goldberg at WWE's Super Showdown in 2019. The dream match quickly turned into a nightmare due to botched moves. One of the deadliest botches was when Goldberg did not land the jackhammer on the Undertaker properly. It was an accident for which the Undertaker didn't hold Goldberg responsible, but admits it could have ended his career. The dead man said that he regretted the move as it could have been disastrous. Number 2, Baron Corbin's backstage heat with Razor. Speaking to Renee Paquette on the sessions, former WWE superstar Razor spoke about the time he was in a backstage altercation with Baron Corbin. Corbin called Razor a young boy and ordered him to pick up a crate of beer. Then Razor confronted Corbin about his tone and made him apologize. Razor admitted that he had no problem doing what he was told as long as he was asked to do so in a respectful manner. And then number 1 of the story is titled Vince McMahon had promised Top Dollar a push. It said that the released superstar AJ Francis, known as Top Dollar, revealed on casual conversations that Vince McMahon had promised him and his team the Hit Row a push on the main roster. However, the group was released by the company due to budget cuts. All right. Simon Street, this was your article, man. What's your deal on it?
Well, pretty much I kind of wanted to do where each 3 we all kind of just quickly look at, or mostly myself, for which one is just full of shit and which one might be true. Because, I mean, there are some things that could be true. And out of the 3, I would say the first one, which was the number 3, was the Undertaker, kind of talking about the Goldberg, almost could have possibly ended his career with regards to the jackhammer move. The reason why I say that is I remember watching that and obviously seeing what y'all saw was not a really good match at all. It just was horrible. It was truculent. It was sloppy as shit. But I do remember that move to where it was some concern. Mm-hmm. And with some things that have recently happening where people have landed in a bad spot, with Madcap and then with Big E, it brings some truth to it. So I thought that one was definitely some truth to it. But some of the other ones is just some kind of bullshit. With regards to Baron Corbin's backstage heat with Razor, I think that's some bullshit. Razor actually popped up, I think, even this week in another article. I wasn't able to find it, but I remember searching through and finding it to where he was saying that Vince purportedly was saying that, he promised them a push, Authors of Pain, and didn't come through with it. I believe it was Razor that was injured. Was it Razor that was injured or the other guy? Anybody remember off the top of their head? One of the guys.
I think they were both injured at one point.
Yeah, and they were supposed to come back and get this huge push, and it wasn't. So he's just been bitching and complaining this week. And then the last one, obviously, Vince McMahon had promised Top Dollar a push. I've heard conflicting stories with this. I've heard, Vince McMahon had said that he had his eye on Top Dollar, and that was all that was said. I've heard other sources talk about like the whole damn group was supposed to get a push, and it didn't work out because of backstage heat, as we talked about in other episodes. So that's why I kind of just wanted to share this article, just because it had three pretty decent ones coming into WrestleMania week. I know we all kind of get excited for a little bit of gossip before we go dip into our huge weekend coming up. So,
all right, that's like some good old gossip. How about you? Let's go to you, Sin City Steve, man. What was your take on this?
Okay, so here's the thing: we all saw at least via clips, because Impact, you and I share the same philosophical decision to not watch the Saudi shows.
Right.
But yeah, I saw the clips where Undertaker was, dropped on his head by Goldberg.
Mm-hmm.
It definitely could have been disastrous for the guy.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of launched Goldberg down a path where people can't really, they're not exactly trusting of him nearly as much as what they were at one point.
Yeah.
And that happens with age. Let's be real. Also, Baron Corbin's backstage heat with Razor. Okay. I honestly think that this is probably, I think that there is some truth to this, but at the end of the day, it does look really bad for Razor that, he has not gotten anywhere near any other promotions or anything of that nature. And it seems like as if this could be just a way for him to keep his name, out there in the news and, get his name mentioned on podcasts and headlines, like Sportskeeda and the Vegas BadBoyz podcast. Hey, it is what it is. And then, I'm sure that Vince did promise Top Dollar and Hit Row a push. Let's be real. They debuted them on SmackDown on Fox right before they were all future endeavored. So it's one of those things that, that doesn't surprise me at all. I'm sure that was the case. But for one reason or another, they were budged, and that's where we are now.
Got you. All right, Mr. Michaels, man, what's your take?
Yeah, Undertaker was almost dropped on his head, but Undertaker said he didn't wrestle enough to even, consider that shouldn't have been done. So yeah, they shouldn't have done that spot, but that happened 3 years ago? So I don't know why this is resurfacing around. AOP, I forgot they existed until this came out. So Steve, you're probably right on that. Where the fuck have those guys been? Where the fuck were they when they were in the company? And finally, with that, the last one, whatever. We've talked about it, for a long time, when it happened, and he can keep saying stuff all he wants. Is he going to go work? That's the question.
Gotcha. All right, cool. Let's go right into our second count. And that one is titled, Hulk Hogan says Jinder Mahal can be the new generation Hulk Hogan if WWE gave him the right push. This is from WrestlingNews.co. It reads like this. Hulk Hogan apparently has a new favorite wrestler. He says this person could be a major star in WWE with the right push. Hogan posted a photo of himself with Jinder Mahal and praised him while putting him over as a potential top star. Hogan wrote on his social media accounts, quote, the old school respect with the new school, hashtag Jinder Mahal physicality. He's a bad man, brother. With the right push, he could be the new generation Hulk Hogan. He's got it all, brother. End quote. The 35-year-old from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, is a former United States champion and former 24/7 champion. He's also a former WWE champion, but that was during a time when WWE was making a big push in India. These days, Mahal is pushed as an undercard act. In recent weeks, he has lost several TV matches, and he's been losing at house shows to names like Shinsuke Nakamura and Drew McIntyre. All right, so this was yours, Mr. Sin City. What's your take?
Well, I mean, so obviously, Jinder Mahal could be the new generation Hulk Hogan if WWE gave him the right push. Fucking anybody could be the new generation Hulk Hogan if they gave him the right push.
Right.
I mean, I get it. I think that I understand what Hogan was going for with this. The fact that, you know, he's got a great physique, and for all we know, probably did the exact same wellness plan as Hulk Hogan. Yeah. So there's that. Yeah. But nonetheless, I mean, you know, I was just like everybody else on the planet when they actually gave Jinder Mahal the WWE Championship so many years ago. And then, strangely enough, right before they went on that India tour, they took it off of him and gave it to someone else. I think that, you know, they saw that they weren't drawing anything, and quite honestly, Mahal was getting laughed at as the champion. So they did not have the patience to rebuild his character. They didn't have, you know, I think that was a glaring mistake that they did. They just catapulted him from mediocrity right into being the WWE champion at the time, which was pretty astounding. They did nothing to, you know, to build him up. And out of nowhere, he somehow happens to take the title right off of Randy Orton. What the fuck? I know that that's a segment for our other show, but what the fuck? Yeah, ultimately, I could see it if WWE was doing a lot of business in India, or in you know, the right demographic that would truly appreciate Jinder Mahal as a champion. But he is a joke here in the United States, and until WWE proves that they can rehab somebody and take them from mediocrity to being a champion, that's how it's always going to be.
Hey, Simon Street, do you just think maybe this is you know, Hogan's way of, you know, being that there's really any black people that want to talk to him? Maybe Jinder's the closest to being a person of color. If he could just kind of give him that push, he can get back into the good graces. I don't know. Am I way off, brother? You tell me.
I think Hulk Hogan has a huge problem with just thinking that Hulkamania is still a viable option for revenue stream. No offense to the legacy that is Hulkamania, but Hulkamania is a simplistic formula that worked for WWE long time ago. There's so much things that's bigger, better, and more lucrative. We don't need a rehash or a second coming of Hulkamania dressed as the what do you call it himself? The Punjabi prisoner, warrior king or something. I don't know what he called himself.
The modern day Maharaja.
There you go. We don't need that. And so, Hulk Hogan, we appreciate everything you've done for us. Even outside of the fact that my people really don't give a shit. You're not relevant no more, man. You're just not. Even if you didn't say the things you did, you're just not relevant, bro. That's all.
Matt Michaels, I guess one could say that he was a WWE champion, you know, and granted, yes, it was during a time that they were trying to, you know, win over India, but he was still champion. I mean, is there any close of Hogan having a point here?
Well, I mean, just look down the street. You got Hangman Page and that other company with the title, so I guess anyone can be a champion.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He has about as much charisma as Jinder Mahal. Okay, he does. Oh, dude, he does. He
Page
absolutely
gets
does.
a crowd reaction.
Yeah, well, he gets a crowd reaction because the crowd wants him gone. So
You
So
clearly
what you're
don't watch
saying is
AEW.
they just need Coke and a check, and they're good to go.
sure.
I'm just curious. I don't know. I mean, you made the point, so I'm just trying to understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Just fucking with you, Michaels.
Would you like to continue, Mr. Michaels? Or are you done?
No, I mean, it was a ridiculous statement by Hogan because of the fact that he chose Jinder Mahal. What the
Telling
fuck?
you. Trying to get into the graces.
And the fact of the matter is that he whatever the basis was, it is absolutely steroids are the only common ground that they would have there. He doesn't have the charismatic personality, and that's about it. It's he's another guy who's going to probably be in the unemployment line fairly soon. So
Hey man, all I gotta say is Jinder and Hogan. Other wrestlers might talk shop. They talk shots. It is what it is.
Do you think AEW want them old biscuits?
Oh Jesus, please no.
I hope not either.
Well, you never know, man. They say Tony's the biggest mark.
Yeah, but you can't even mark out on some shit. And I ain't saying some shit like some shit. No, like literally quality shit.
Oh, shit. All right. Let's go then to number count 3.
3.
All right. Got it right. From Pro Wrestling News Hub.com, titled Paul Wight. He says that fans will get to see Captain Insano in AEW. Okay. Read what this is about here. It says that WWE Hall of Famer and AEW star Paul Wight recently made an appearance where he spoke about how AEW president Tony Khan and himself have put together some pretty fun stuff that will be coming up in the future and how they were able to secure the rights to his Captain Insano persona, which will reportedly be coming out in the next couple of months. Paul Wight also talked about how he's getting a wardrobe together for the outfits of his character and how Captain Insano is going to be running wild in AEW soon. Paul Wight also talked about how he hopes the fans will be excited about his Captain Insano character and how this would give him the chance to have fun and really apply a different character, as it's just going to have a lot more energy and a lot more enthusiasm compared to his current character. So he's looking to have a lot of fun and he is super excited. Paul Wight then spoke about how he's a pretty talented guy and how he could get into any character, but he does not have the acting ability to make his hair grow back to what Captain Insano character had back in 1998, as he misses his long hair. All right. This was yours. Matt Michaels, what's your take?
Well, Steve, defend that shit.
Wow.
That's the heel turn. That's the heel turn. Wait, hold on. Here it goes, Chris. Here you go. Let me get Chris. There you go.
You got to give him some Avenger music for that shit, man. Fuck.
No shit.
Oh.
All right. So, I mean, okay, the only way that this is even passable is if you have somebody leave the best friends and suddenly they're getting their asses kicked and then they need someone to save them. And we all know that Danhausen can't do it. Orange Cassidy's injured. what other joke characters are on the AEW roster? Bring out Captain Insano. Go to 100 with this shit. Have him, come out with the full gear. Have him put in the fucking hair plugs. Have him have the long hair. Do whatever the fuck you got to do. Have him come out and dispatch. I'm sure that it would end up being the Andrade family office or whatever the fuck they're going to call themselves next week. So, I mean, that's the only way that it would work. And quite frankly, it wouldn't even necessarily work. It would work for one night just to get a cheap pop from the crowd. And then after that, what? We'll have heel turn number 24,502 when Captain Insano rips those hair plugs out. And then he chokeslams every single one of the members of the Best Friends, including Orange Cassidy.
Man, you know what? You need to be getting this on paper and just submitting this to Tony.
Bro, we know they listen to the show or watch the show.
That
Hi. So, coming soon.
Michael, did you want to add anything to that, or you think Steve did a good job when you turned it over to him?
Yeah, no, that was a wonderful defense. First of all, I love how you just called everyone in the Best Friends joke characters. So that was good. That was very subliminal right there.
Are they or are they not?
I don't know, man. You tell me, because after this confrontation between Wheeler Yuma and Trent Barista or whatever the fuck his name is.
Yeah, because Yuta said that he wants to be a pro wrestler instead of being a good friend. So perfect.
Yeah,
I mean, realistically, you got Trent coming to the ring with being driven by his fucking mom's minivan. Okay. So he has no credibility. You got Orange Cassidy, the guy that doesn't want to be a pro wrestler. Obviously, you got Danhausen, who just shows up and fucking curses people. I mean, they're comedic characters.
Your episode of Raw sounds awesome.
What's that?
Your episode of Raw sounds awesome. I didn't think they did that kind of shit in AEW. I'm so sorry. Oh, that's right. This is the dumbest fucking thing. If he convinced Tony Khan to put his fucking money into the Captain Insano character, then you know what it comes down to? Tony Khan is a fucking mark, period. He listens to the wrestlers. He does what they want him to do. And that's all this motherfucker does. He put Dan fucking Lambert on the goddamn show as a co-TNT champion for no apparent fucking reason. And then, to make it so edgy and shit, we have Ty Conti and Sammy Guevara posing naked on a bed with the belts. Does anyone remember the fans' outrage at those two for the fact that Sammy dumped the woman he proposed to on fucking television? What the fuck goes on in that place? And you know what? Captain Insano needs to be the fucking name for Tony Khan. Captain fucking Insano, because he's out of his fucking mind.
Dude, Lambert is gold on the mic. I don't know what you're talking about, man. Some of the shit that he comes up with, like referring to Ty Conti as Lucha Horus this past week, was fucking hilarious.
That was good.
I lulled out loud.
Yeah, and he said, what did he say that I thought was pretty good? It's whoever, maybe that's who he was talking to, but he said something to the idea of, you want to see this person, all you have to do is shove out $9 and whatever 99 cents, and you would see them. I guess talking about maybe they're OnlyFans or some sort of page that they have.
Well,
it's probably
the funny thing is, if he said that, then obviously he's talking shit about someone in his own stable, because Paige Van Zant has an OnlyFans.
Oh, that's what he was talking about.
He was saying if people want to see a real hot chick.
Yeah,
okay, got you.
Then pay the $10 for Paige's OnlyFans.
and you can see how the translation of his fucking shit comes across, because both of you didn't really get what he was saying per se to remember it and actually say. You know what I'm saying? Like
I do, because Paige was doing some things with some belts.
Well, why don't you take it from there, man? What's your take from this?
The Captain Insano shit, that's whack ass shit, man. But here's the thing: he who signs the checks ain't worried about nothing important. He just gonna do what the fuck he want to do. We argue about this shit all the time. Matt Michaels, you might as well realize Tony Khan gives two shits about what his money do, because he just writing that shit, man. Will I be interested in watching this motherfucker dress up as Captain Insano? Hell the fuck no. I'm still waiting for him to be back on freaking Netflix. What was this show on Netflix? And really, real talk, what does Paul do on AEW? Does anybody know what does Paul do? We just trying to find work for him?
Yeah.
Am I being mean? I'm just being real. Am I being mean, Steve? Am I being mean?
Dude, like
what do you do?
He was doing commentary on Dark and Dark Elevation.
Okay.
That's it.
So we just need to find some work for him, right? Give him a sign that says we'll work for.
They got to justify the signing somehow.
Okay, I'm wondering because that's what I saw when I read this, man. It don't make no sense to me. Good luck to you, Paul. Your career ended about 10 years ago, but you've been still trying to figure shit out for the last 9.
Awesome stuff, man.
Now, if I run into him in Dallas, I'm just gonna let you know. Take me getting knocked the fuck out.
Yeah,
really quick. I just have to say, along the lines on Sportskeeda, in an article regarding this interview he gave, Sportskeeda actually says in this article, although Wight has only made fewer appearances on television, he has maintained an impressive 3-0 winning record thus far.
What 3-0? What, trips to the restroom? What the fuck is 3-0? Did I miss something?
Whatever it is, it's impressive.
Oh no! I'm really tripping real quick. Steve, come on. What 3 matches did he fucking have?
He beat QT Marshall.
Oh, that don't even count, man. That's weak sauce, baloney. QT Marshall is like when somebody give you a sandwich, just bologna with no condiments in them shit. Who is the other 2, Steve? I'm sorry. Let me be fair. I'm being an asshole.
Well, let me just pull up cagematch.net and figure that shit out. That just shows you how fucking important those matches were.
Wow, that's
legit though. Like, I have no idea.
QT Marshall. Hey, has any one of us beaten QT Marshall?
Nope.
We should try. You know what? When I go to Dallas, QT Marshall, I want to challenge your ass to a thumb war, motherfucker.
You heard it here.
You heard it here.
Gonna be some serious thumb war.
Oh,
anyways,
man.
I'll shut the fuck up. I'm done. Drink my water. Captain Insano.
That is our 3 count. We wanted to make it a little bit fun for you this week because we're going to talk about the Triple H retirement coming up probably next week, and we're going to really give our thoughts on that announcement that was made this past week. So we didn't want to just spend 10 minutes on that. We wanted to do something special for that. So look out for that. And WrestleMania predictions. You're going to get that. Can't wait to hear. We all know that usually DJ Impact is usually undefeated. He has an impressive WrestleMania prediction record of usually getting every last one of them correct, while these other bozos here get it wrong. They think they know
DJ Impact also thinks wrestling's real. So
hold on. You have a point, Impact, Mr. Michaels, Mr. Sin City. I do believe Impact has a belt that represents his long, lustrous career of WrestleMania predictions. So if you're willing to put your knowledge and your know-how on WrestleMania matches, why don't you put that belt on the line? Guarantee you one of us 3 bozos just might actually take it off of you.
I might actually do that.
And then after that, I'm going to have my girl take a picture next to the Vegas BadBoyz belt, and we're going to post that shit on Twitter. Now what?
Oh, man. Well, then it's going to go to Sin City next so he can kiss it. All right. With that, we're going to give our final thoughts for the week. Last thought for me as well. This is WrestleMania week. We're going to be in Dallas. Guys, if you're watching us, please come out, come see us, come hang out. We're going to be at a bunch of indie shows. We're going to try to get to as many as possible. There's a lot going to be going on. I think they start as early as Wednesday, but it really kicks off Thursday. And then it's the entire weekend, and I think including Monday. So it's going to be just busy. But please come out, support indie wrestling. That's the most important. We all know we're coming to be a part of Mania, and that's what it's all about. But it's also getting a lot of these other wrestlers the chance to shine and to show their talents as well. So please come out. All right, I'm done. I'm going to go over to you, Simon Street. What do you want to tell the people this week?
Just want to tell everybody, be safe out there, especially everybody from wherever you are. If you're listening to us, all over the globe. If you are traveling to Dallas, just be safe. Try not to squeeze a whole bunch of craziness in just one weekend. Enjoy yourself and be courteous and kind to other people, space, and all that shit. And let's get ready for WrestleMania.
Yes. All right. Sin City Steve.
Awesome. Thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Facebook, Twitch, YouTube. Like, share, subscribe, follow, do all this shit that you guys love to do. Tell somebody else about the show. If you're hearing my voice right now, if you're seeing my face right now, first off, sorry for that. If you are, then just let one other person know. And then that other person will let another person know. And then before you know it, we'll cover this whole fucking country, this whole fucking world. It's on. Just thank you so much for everything that you guys do. Also, very special thank you to every brave man and woman serving this country, whether your land's foreign or domestic. Thank you for doing what you do, which enables us to do what we love to do. And last but not least, repsports.com, reppsports.com. Go there for all of your pre-workout, weight loss, and general energy needs. Again, repsports.com. Use promo code Vegas at checkout and save yourself 15%.
Perfect. And Mr. Matt Michaels.
Well, this just in. Tony Khan has signed the King. Jimmy King from the movie Ready to Rumble is apparently heading to AEW and has a title match come the next pay-per-view. So, it's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Great time. Great time to be a free agent, right?
I think Tony should go sign Will Smith. He's a hot agent right now. Go get him. Get him right now. Let's go.
Mm-hmm.
I'm up for a Will Smith versus CM Punk. I'm with it. All right.
The great thing is he'll bring coke to you. He got a couple of things.
All right.
Lost his motherfucking mind. But go ahead.
All right, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us. Until next time, peace.